joy, and peace.
The shimmering light enveloped them completely, a wave of warmth washing over their bodies and souls. It wasn't merely light, it was a tangible presence, a palpable sense of God's immeasurable love. Sarah gasped, a sound of pure awe escaping her lips. The world around them dissolved, replaced by an expanse of breathtaking beauty. Rolling hills, vibrant with colors unseen on the ravaged earth, stretched to a horizon painted with hues of amethyst and gold. Crystal-clear rivers meandered through verdant valleys, their waters sparkling like a million diamonds. The air was clean, sweet, and alive with the songs of birds unlike any they had ever heard. Daniel, his hand clasped tightly in hers, felt a profound sense of peace settle over him, a stillness that went beyond mere tranquility. It was a peace that emanated from the very core of his being, a peace that transcended understanding. He looked at Sarah, her face radiant with an inner light, and knew that this was the promised land, the new creation spoken of in prophecy. The fear and uncertainty that had plagued them for so long melted away, replaced by an overwhelming sense of joy and gratitude. They walked hand in hand, exploring this breathtaking paradise. Everywhere they turned, they saw evidence of God's boundless creativity and love. Trees bore fruit of every kind, their branches laden with luscious, vibrant produce. Flowers bloomed in profusion, their colors so intense, so vivid, that they seemed almost unreal. Animals, gentle and unafraid, grazed peacefully in the meadows, their eyes reflecting the serenity of their surroundings. There was no trace of the violence, the suffering, the destruction that had marred the old world. This was a world reborn, a testament to God's power to heal and restore. As they journeyed deeper into this new creation, they encountered others who had also been spared. Faces familiar and unfamiliar greeted them with smiles of warmth and recognition. There was a sense of unity, a shared understanding that transcended words. Each reunion was a celebration, a testament to the enduring power of faith and hope. Tears of joy flowed freely, mingling with the sweet fragrance of the flowers that bloomed everywhere. The sorrow and loss of the past seemed distant, almost unreal, overshadowed by the overwhelming joy of this new beginning. They shared stories, recounting their individual journeys through the apocalypse, each narrative a powerful testament to God's unwavering faithfulness. They spoke of the trials they had faced, the temptations they had overcome, and the unwavering faith that had sustained them. These stories were not tales of sorrow and despair, but rather powerful affirmations of God's strength and grace, a testament to his enduring love. Each shared experience strengthened their bonds of fellowship, deepening their understanding of God's infinite mercy. In the evenings, they gathered around crackling fires, their voices raised in songs of praise and thanksgiving. The music resonated with the celestial beauty surrounding them, creating an atmosphere of pure devotion and worship. Their hearts overflowed with gratitude, their voices filled with a joy that was both profound and contagious. The hymns they sang were not mere melodies, but expressions of their deep and abiding faith, each note a testament to their unwavering devotion to God. As the days turned into weeks, and the weeks into months, they began to build their new lives. They worked together, sharing their skills and talents, creating a community built on love, mutual respect, and a shared commitment to God's will. They constructed homes from the abundant natural resources, their hands moving with a purpose born of faith and determination. They established gardens, nurturing the land with the same care and dedication they had shown in surviving the apocalypse. They planted seeds of hope, knowing that their actions were laying the foundation for a future filled with peace and prosperity. Their lives became a living testament to the transformative power of God's love. The joy they experienced was not merely a fleeting emotion, it was a deep, abiding wellspring of strength and resilience. It was a joy that flowed from their hearts, shaping their interactions, their work, and their very essence. They found joy in the simple things, the warmth of the sun on their faces, the beauty of the flowers in their gardens, the laughter of children playing in the meadows. Each day was a gift, a new opportunity to express their gratitude to God for his boundless love and mercy. They celebrated every small victory, every act of kindness, every instance of shared accomplishment. Their lives were a living testament to their unshakable faith, their joy a beacon shining brightly against the backdrop of the newly created world. And the peace they felt was more than the absence of conflict. It was a profound sense of harmony and wholeness. It was a peace that permeated every aspect of their lives, a serenity that emanated from their hearts and touched everyone around them. This wasn't simply the peace of quietude, but the peace of knowing they were firmly in God's embrace, a peace that surpassed all understanding. Their hearts felt a sense of completion, a contentment that went beyond earthly possessions or accomplishments. They had found true and lasting peace, a reflection of the peace that Christ offered to a world weary of conflict. They understood that true peace wasn't the absence of problems, but the presence of God's unwavering love even amidst adversity. The new creation was not just a physical place. It was a reflection of the inner transformation that had taken place within their hearts. The peace and joy they experienced were not separate entities, but intertwined aspects of their renewed spiritual lives. Their faith had been tested, refined, and ultimately strengthened by the trials they had endured. This newly found serenity helped them to understand the purpose behind their suffering. The joy and peace were not escapes from hardship, but the ultimate rewards for perseverance in faith. They understood that the path to true joy and peace was paved with trials and tribulations, each obstacle serving as an opportunity to grow closer to God and to one another. They lived their lives in such a way that this joy and peace were infectious. They radiated a light that attracted others, drawing them into the warmth and comfort of their community. They offered guidance and support to those who are still struggling to come to terms with their past and find their place in this new world. They knew their journey was far from over, that building a godly community would take sustained effort and continued reliance on God. But their faith remained unshaken, rooted in the knowledge that the ultimate reward lay in following Christ's teachings and reflecting his divine love and grace. Their days were filled with acts of service, of sharing their blessings with others, of helping to build a community founded on faith, hope, and love. They understood that their joy and peace were not meant to be kept to themselves. They were gifts to be shared, a testament to the transformative power of God's love. They found joy in nurturing the newly planted seeds of hope, in watching the land heal, and in building stronger relationships with each other. Their peace transcended earthly worries, a profound spiritual tranquility that allowed them to focus on the task at hand, constructing a new world built on God's principles and teachings. Their lives became a living testament to the promise of a new creation, a testament to the enduring power of faith, hope, and love. They were living embodiments of the joy and peace that comes from surrendering to God's will and embracing his unwavering love. The apocalypse had ended, but their journey of faith had only just begun, leading them to a deeper understanding of God's grace and mercy and a richer experience of the joy and peace that he offers to all who believe. Their lives in this new creation were not simply about survival, but about thriving in the love and grace of God. They were building a future, not from the ashes of the past, but from the seeds of hope planted in their renewed hearts. And in that future, joy and peace reigned supreme, a testament to the power of faith and the enduring promise of God's love. Eternal glory. The shimmering light faded, not abruptly, but gently, like the sun dipping below the horizon, leaving behind a lingering warmth. They stood on a hilltop, the breathtaking panorama before them solidifying into a reality far surpassing their wildest dreams. It wasn't just the beauty, it was the feeling, the absolute, unshakable peace that permeated every fiber of their being. A sense of belonging, of finally being home, washed over them. Sarah reached out, her hand brushing against a blade of grass that shimmered with an inner light. It felt soft, yet impossibly strong, like a tapestry woven from starlight. Around them, creatures they couldn't name, creatures of impossible grace and beauty, moved with effortless elegance. Their songs were not mere melodies. They were expressions of pure joy, lifting their spirits to heights they never knew existed. David, beside her, knelt, his face buried in the soft earth. He hadn't spoken much since the transformation, but the tears streaming down his cheeks spoke volumes. He was overwhelmed, not just by the beauty of the new creation, but by the profound sense of God's forgiveness and love. The weight of his past sins, the burden of guilt he'd carried for so long, had vanished, replaced by a lightness of spirit, a freedom he'd only dreamt of. He felt cleansed, renewed, reborn. Their initial wonder slowly gave way to a deeper understanding. This wasn't simply a new earth. It was a reflection of God's glory, a manifestation of his perfect love. Every blade of grass, every soaring bird, every gentle breeze whispered of his infinite power and boundless compassion. It was a place where pain and suffering were but distant memories, where the scars of the old world had been completely healed. They spent days exploring this paradise, their hearts overflowing with awe and gratitude. They discovered shimmering waterfalls that cascaded into crystal-clear pools, their waters imbued with a healing energy. They encountered trees laden with fruit that tasted of pure delight, fulfilling their hunger and nourishing their souls. The air was vibrant with life, teeming with an abundance that far exceeded anything they had ever known. One evening, as they sat by a tranquil lake, bathed in the golden light of the setting sun, Sarah spoke, her voice filled with wonder. Do you think this is what heaven is like?" David nodded, his eyes reflecting the beauty around them. "It must be to foretaste, at least. It's beyond anything I could have imagined. More beautiful, more peaceful, more perfect than any earthly paradise we could have dreamed of." Their lives in this new creation were a symphony of joy and praise. They spent their days tending to the land, cultivating its abundant resources, and sharing the bounty with others. They learned to build homes from materials that seemed to grow and shape themselves, effortlessly adapting to their needs. They discovered hidden talents, abilities they never knew they possessed, and used them to build a community of faith, love, and mutual support. Their community grew, attracting others who had survived the apocalypse and been transported to this new Eden. Each new arrival brought a unique story, a testament to God's grace and mercy. Some were scarred, physically and emotionally, but all carried the same deep-seated faith that had guided them through the darkness. The community embraced them, offering comfort, support, and the healing touch of God's love. As the days turned into weeks, and the weeks into months, their lives became a tapestry woven with threads of faith, hope, and unwavering love. They shared their stories, offering comfort and encouragement to each other. They worshipped together, praising God for his boundless mercy and the miracle of this new creation. Their prayers were filled with gratitude, not for material possessions, but for the intangible gifts of peace, joy, and the unwavering knowledge of God's presence. One day, as Sarah was tending her garden, a soft light enveloped her. She felt a presence, a gentle warmth that filled her with an indescribable peace. She looked up and saw a figure, radiant and beautiful beyond words, standing before her. It was an angel, its eyes filled with kindness and love. The angel smiled, and its voice was like the sound of 1,000 harps playing in perfect harmony. "The Lord has seen your faith, your devotion, and the love you have shown to others," the angel said. "He is pleased." Sarah felt a wave of humility wash over her. She was unworthy of such praise, yet the angel's words filled her with a profound sense of peace and acceptance. The angel continued, "The glory of God is not just in the beauty of this new creation, but in the love and compassion that you share with each other. You are living testaments to his grace, beacons of hope in this new world. Your journey has just begun." The angel's words resonated deeply within Sarah's heart. She realized that the eternal glory wasn't just about the breathtaking landscapes or the absence of suffering, but about the love and connection she shared with David and the growing community. It was about reflecting God's love in every action, every word, every thought. It was about living a life worthy of the grace He had bestowed upon them. David, witnessing the encounter from afar, felt a similar surge of understanding. He realized that their purpose wasn't simply to survive in this new paradise, but to thrive in it, to build a community that reflected the love and compassion of God. The eternal glory wasn't a destination. It was a journey, a continuous unfolding of God's love in their lives and the lives of those around them. The days that followed were filled with a renewed purpose. They worked tirelessly to build their community, sharing their knowledge and skills with others. They established schools to educate the children, ensuring that the lessons of faith and love were passed down through generations. They created systems of justice and cooperation, building a society founded on principles of love, forgiveness, and mutual respect. They embraced the challenges, knowing that even in paradise, there were lessons to be learned and work to be done. Years passed. The community flourished, a testament to their unwavering faith and the enduring power of God's love. Sarah and David, now elders, watched with pride as their children and grandchildren continued their work, building a society that reflected the beauty and perfection of the new creation. Their lives became living examples of the eternal glory, a constant reminder that even in the face of unimaginable hardship, faith, hope, and love can triumph, leading to a new beginning, a new creation, and a deeper understanding of God's immeasurable grace. Their story became a legend, whispered through generations, a reminder that even after the apocalypse, God's love endures, creating a new paradise where eternal glory shines. They had faced unimaginable suffering, but in this new world, their spirits soared, their hearts overflowing with a joy that transcended all earthly understanding. Their lives weren't just a survival story. They were a testament to the enduring power of faith, a beacon of hope illuminating the path for others to follow. The eternal glory wasn't simply a place. It was a state of being, a reflection of God's love lived out in their hearts and actions. And in that, they found true and lasting peace. The apocalypse had been a crucible, forging their faith into something stronger, more resilient, and infinitely more beautiful. Their lives in this new creation were a celebration of that enduring strength, a symphony of praise played out against the backdrop of God's eternal glory.